Hello, I'm Brandon Bondorfer, and you are on Focus. And today we're in Auburndale at the elementary school, where over 300 meals are being prepared for over 135 families. We'll be meeting with FFA advisor Mark Knoyer to learn about how they're making sure that the food that is getting into the homes in our area is supporting the dairy farmers in our local community.
My name is Coleman Becker, and my name is Alexander Becker. We farm in Auburndale. We milk about 65 cows, and we have a stall barn. So, my favorite part about being a dairy farmer is the milk that we produce.
Our farm produces what we're serving at the school today.
My favorite lunch that we get here at school are the chicken fajita wraps.
My favorite school lunch that we had here is, I would say, the sub sandwiches with the apples or some other stuff and milk, and then the breakfast is like cereal, and then maybe some like cereal bars and milk and applesauce and string cheese, all of that.
I'm Mark Knoyer, and I'm the agri-science instructor and FFA advisor at Auburndale High School. I'm also the co-teacher of the community leadership class here at Auburndale High School, where we are putting together a program to help supplement dairy products into the school lunches that the students are receiving on a daily basis. Every Thursday for the next 7 weeks, we have worked out funding for milk and cheese products to be delivered to every family in our district for the next 7 weeks. We procured milk from Weber's Farm Store. This week's cheese came from Mullins Dairy, and the families will be receiving a shaker can of grated Parmesan, which is made right at Mullins Cheese in Knowlton. We're working with Nasonville Dairy, Dairy State Cheese, Lynn Dairy, Maple Grove Cheese, Berry Cheese over in Plover, and a few other processors in our area. Very excited. The reception we've received from this, from our community support, is unbelievable. We have over $4,000 pledged in both money and product to help support this program, and we're excited to help the dairy farmers in our area. We have 76 dairy farmers in our district that range from 20 cows to 1,800 cows. They're the most down-to-earth, grassroots folks you'll ever meet. Our dairy supply chain workers here in our area working around the clock to produce and get the milk supply out. And we are very excited to be providing this opportunity and helping out in any way possible. What we provide on a daily basis or on a weekly basis is going to be what a 65 cow dairy would produce on one day in both milk and cheese, which is about 3,600 pounds of milk. And just very humbled to be part of this program and be helping our community in this way. So we got this idea from the northwest corner of the state. Ellsworth Creamery had a supply chain issue, and a lot of their big procurers of cheese had to stop buying cheese because restaurants closed. And so one of the milk haulers up in the Ellsworth area started out a pledge of $5,000, which then was matched by several community members around the area, and they were able to set up more than 10 schools with cheese curds on a daily basis through a similar program that what we have. So from that, another community member approached me, and our FA alumni set up the seed money to provide the milk and cheese for this first week. That was on Friday. On Saturday afternoon, we had 2 weeks fully funded to make this happen. And since the last 4 days, we've come up with many different ideas and lots of funding to take this thing out past week 6. As funds come in, we're going to enhance what we're providing to community members in the form of different proteins and cheeses. So it doesn't stop just there. And we're trying to open these families up to different ways that they can use cheese in their home, use it in their cooking, use it in any way possible, both with fluid milk and cheese products. The student body here at Auburndale High School has been at a distance, but through our communications, through school Google Classroom and Google Meets, they've been very supportive and very excited about the prospect of this happening and having their own product come back to their classroom or come back to their family's lunch or dinner table. And by having it come back to their family's dinner table, they can exercise all the cooking lessons that they've been having in family and consumer sciences, learning about it in agri-science class where we've been exploring different cheeses this week and for the full semester. and in our food science classes as well. The economic impact of dairy in our community is unbelievable. Everything has its roots back to agriculture, and in these times, you're seeing that. And any way that we can support our local farmers, dairy farmers, beef producers, pork producers, egg producers, is an incredible way to get to know your neighbor. RFA members have reached out and with their resources helping us procure both meat, pork, and eggs for our community members in the weeks upcoming. And that's a very exciting thing for our community members to reach out to farmers and make those connections that they can find the products that they need in their home from their next door neighbor and get those products processed at a processor right here in Wood County or Marathon, Clark, or Adams or Portage counties. But it's very close to have those things happen and be able to shake the hand of the farmer that produced it and the person that processed it for them.
The community leadership class will be promoting this program for the next 7 weeks here in Auburndale. The program is going to serve over 135 families per week. If you're interested in supporting the drive, go ahead, reach out to Mark Knoyer at the Auburndale FFA. I'm Brandon Bonifer from On Focus, covering the news that matters most. If you like what we're doing, go ahead, hit subscribe, and follow us as we continue to bring the coverage that supports our rural communities. Until we see each other again.